Hey, it's Keith Townsend from the CTO Advisor. You're watching the last recording of interviews we're doing here at SAP Sapphire 2019, Orlando, Florida. It has been an amazing conference that's going to be capped off by Lady Gaga tomorrow. I'm missing that. Are you going to go see her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what, that should have been my answer. Thanks for UiPath for sponsoring yet another CTO Dose. We're going to talk about the business value of RPA, specifically the UiPath value prop. $568 million investment last week as of this recording for a software company. This is you're the chief product officer.
That's right.
You guys don't make widgets. You don't have manufacturing. Investors are seeing something in your company that obviously enterprises should pay attention to.
Right.
First off, what are they seeing?
Yeah, so as you know, in today's world, there is a lot of business transformation going on. Digital transformation is a word that we've all heard. We know what it's doing. We know what its impact it's having on companies. What we're able to do with our technology is able to come in and drive digital transformation at a very, very fast pace. We're able to take the existing systems that companies are using and able to drive transformation and digitize those processes in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks, to be able to take an existing process that has a lot of bottlenecks and is working with 3 different systems and silos of data sitting around, but still be able to connect it together just like how a human would be able to do it, and do that in a way where you don't have to write any line of code. A business person can go in and point and click and say, here's how I want this business process to work to be able to add value.
So if it were not for the $568 million investment, I'd probably raise an eyebrow to you and say, you know what, that just doesn't sound reasonable.
Right.
Because let me give you this scenario. Let's say that, I'm a company. I want to allow my customers to come online, check a balance. Today is a very manual process because I have a mainframe application. There's nothing wrong with the application. Right. My IT department has told me, in order to do that, we're going to have to rewrite the application. It's going to cost millions of dollars, a lot of risk, etc. What I'm hearing you say is that you can help me digitally transform my organization, even though my application is built on a mainframe.
Keith, that's exactly the point. If you look at a company where the core banking systems, where the account balances, the account transactions are stored, are mostly sitting in mainframe applications that do a pretty good job of what they're supposed to do, which is to be able to monitor transactions. However, as companies are looking to create digital interfaces, they want to create a conversational interface. They want to put a chat bot on their website that basically says, when, Keith, you come into your bank's website, you can ask a question in English language, and you can say, what is my account balance? And a chatbot should be able to go work with a mainframe application, pull up the right screen, extract the balance, and be able to tell you in English language, right, that your account balance is this much. However, the problem is that the chatbots can only talk to APIs today, which is where RPAs comes in. An RPA can talk to a chatbot and say, okay, you want me to go pull up the screen and pull up the account balance? We can go call that application, pull up the right screen, extract the information just like how a human on the other end of the phone line would have done in the past, and be able to return that back to the conversational interface that you're using on the website, so that it can not only return the question and answers that you need, but also be able to execute any business process that you would have done. For example, you wanted to pay your credit card, or you wanted to move money around in your account and in your accounts. It's able to do all of those transactions just like how a human would have done in the past on the other end of the phone line.
So I'm going to test you on this one,
Yes.
because I love the idea.
Yeah.
RPA, I'm familiar with the concept, but let's talk about kind of ease of use.
Yeah.
I've had analysts,
Yes.
not IT analysts, like process analysts, come up to me and say, you know what, Keith, if I could take this data out of the mainframe input it into SAP,
Yeah.
and then take that output and email it to a customer, that would transform our customer experience to a level that, you know what, our competition can't match.
Right.
However, I got to go back and I got to get IT involved to do this. I mean, the IT has to write a program, IT has to create the RPA scripts, etc. I'm going to challenge you and say, UiPath, you can do all these great things, but if I got to get IT involved to write the script, to create the bot, because what you just said laid out to me, that sounds all IT to me.
Yeah. So everything that we do today does not require any line of code. We're enabling business analysts and business people around the world to be able to take a process and teach a robot how to execute that process exactly like the way we do it. So the core basis of our technology is built on computer vision. The computer vision allows a robot to go look at a computer screen exactly like the way a human eye will look at it. And as you train a human eye to say, go call this application and then call this transaction and pull up this field from this part of the screen and use that in the next application you're calling, our robots are getting programmed to do exactly the same thing. And so think of a robot as a digital worker you're bringing in that is going to help you do the work that you did without applying a lot of knowledge and a lot of thinking on that thing. And it has the eyes and the hands of the same as a human worker, but it helps you do that work, and you can do that without writing a single line of code. By pointing and clicking, a business analyst is able to take the process of extracting data from a mainframe, putting it into an SAP system, and calling an Office application to send an email out.
Wow, $568 million. I can start this. I can see that value.
Yeah.
So if people want to get started, where do they get started? Like, how do I contact you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have, we are available. We have direct engagement with our customers. You can come to our website and you can contact us through the website. What we also do is we drive community engagement with our customers. So, and anybody that wants to learn our technology, all of our technology is available in a trial basis where you can sign up and download a robot and use it for personal productivity, for example, and hundreds of hours of training that is available to be able to learn how to use the robots and the specialized skills and what kinds of programs you can do. We make all of that available free of cost, without asking for a credit card, without asking for the company email. You can do that all in your personal email as well. So far, we've got 400,000 people that have come through, downloaded a trial, and actually taken some kinds of learning and training to be able to certify themselves on that. So it's a very open platform, and we invest a lot of resources in making that possible.
Wow, Param. I really appreciate you coming out and sharing the story around the investment. I was really excited when I saw the investment and knew that I was going to interview you guys this week, and I think you've kind of laid out to me the value prop. I'd love to hear from you. Go to UiPath.com, download the software, create a bot, or try to create a bot. Come back to LinkedIn, tell me your experience. Good, bad, indifferent. I'd love to know. I'd love to know I'd love to hear from actual users. Until the next CTO Dose, you can find me on the web, thectoadvisor.com, on Twitter @CTOadvisor. Talk to you next CTO Dose.